So we welcome each and every one of you to today's class. Let me just share my screen so that everybody can see. Is the audio okay on Zoom? Arrange. Maybe it's not here. We don't need sound. We need sound here, right? We need sound here. Arrange. Yeah. Done. Done. Okay. This can be taken a little ahead, or this is the maximum. Yes, this is perfect. This is the PPT. Yeah. So I think you'll be able to see on the Zoom right now. Yep. Okay. Hare Krishna. Check. Hare. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is it okay? Okay. So let us start by offering our invocation to all the assembled Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, along with that to our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and wonderful Guru Parampara. So we welcome each and every one of you to the 5th day of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Saptāh. As the days progress, one of the members yesterday was saying, it's getting sweeter and sweeter. Krishna's Bhagavatam is like that. But today, on that sweet, like you have banana, which is very sweet. And then you have milk, which is also sweet. Along with that, you come with sugar, it becomes more sweet. Suppose you have one katori of banana, one katori of milk, and one katori of sugar, and you're carrying it separately, and suddenly all three of them fall into the bowl together. It becomes more sweet. But today is more sweeter than that, because when I came in, I saw this wonderful diorama in front of us. So it is like all this fell into the katori of honey. So today we will get Kṛṣṇa-kathā, not diabetes. We are extremely under the sugary influence of Krishna and his sweetness. So we thank His Grace Shyam Vajapati Prabhu and Anuradha Mataji overnight. It was already Vrindavan, now they transported us to Gokul. So very wonderfully. So today we are going to discuss about the fifth day of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So let us start with invocation verses. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuga Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarganatunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Saravana Lalita Shri Vishakambitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी वात्सल्यप्रदायिने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Should I share? Should I share? Okay. Hare Krishna. So now we also chant let's give it a minute. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Let us chant the invocation mantras mukam karoti vacanam pangulakayate giram yatprapatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinadarinam Paramanandamadanam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram Hariom Tatsat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We will read this in the meter. Jamuna Jasyato Vaya Vikrata Shante Shvare Vyasvara Te Brahma Viraya Vikapaya Moryam Teyasuraya Vedyam vastavam vastu shivaram Dāvātayam Śrīmad Bhāgavate Mahāmurite Kevyuvāte Ishvara Sahagyam Pradhyam So through still days Nigamana Kalpakavajalitam Sugamukara Pratankarvasamyutam Vidavaratam Vasamhavaya Mohurvaho Vyasita Viva Chodava Nara Amasrityaram Jaivarotamam Swabhyasam Tado Vāstudev Vāgavata Vāstudev Vāgavata Vāstudev Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Purāṇa We welcome each and everyone to the day 5 of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Saptāh. We are starting 5 to 10 minutes late, so we will have to adjust 5 to 10 minutes. So, asking that special permission right at the beginning. So, till now, we have been seeing day after day Śrīmad Bhāgavatam all the 4 days. A quick recap on the day that happened before, that is yesterday. We saw the 10 topics of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, but now we have been speaking about Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. हम बहुत दिनों से चर्चा कर रहे हैं. तो ये 10 विषय जो श्रीमद् भागवत में है वो कौन से हैं? हम सर्ग, विसर्ग, पोषणम, नाम, उत्ताय, मन्वंतर, ईशानुकथा, निरोध, मुक्ति, आश्रय. Very wonderful. So all these 10 topics we have been discussing about Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. We have seen Sarga, Visarga, Sthana, Uttaya, and we have also seen Poshana, where we discussed about where various Poshana parts. Sthana was Vedic cosmology. We discussed it very briefly yesterday. We saw Ajamila Charitra, the power of holy name. We saw how Daksha cursed Narada yesterday. We saw Chitraketu and Vrittasura. Who are these personalities? We saw that. Then we saw the special mention of Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj. And we saw how Nrsimhadev is described in various scriptures. That ends the 7th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Today our effort is to go from 8, 9 and 10. So first question, before we start and move into 8, 9 and 10, today we are going to see the topic called as Manvantaram. That is the first topic we are going to see. But Manvantara means there is a person called as Manu. अभी तक हम लोगों ने कौन से मनु के बारे में बात किया? स्वयं हुआ मनु और शतरूपा. Perfectly correct. We learned about Swayam Bhuma Manu and Shatarupa. Everybody remembers the chant, correct? How many daughters, how many sons? 3 daughters. 3 daughters and 2 sons. Okay? Uttanapa, Priyavarta, Akruti, Devahuti, Prasuti, you all know very well. By this time, your chant is in your mind, I can really see it. But that is the first part of the problem. Not problem, good problem. Because everything depends upon time. So we are going to first today talk about a little bit about time. हम कौन से युग में हैं? Very clear. Anybody thinks we are in Satyuga? No. We are in Kali Yuga. कितने युग हैं? 4 युग हैं. कौन कौन से युग हैं? सत्ययुग, जिसको कृता युग भी कहते हैं. सत्ययुग और कृता युग. ओके, सत्ययुग, त्रेता युग, द्वापर युग, कलयुग. ये 4 युग हैं. ये चारों आपके सामने हैं. फर्स्ट इज कृत युग, त्रेता युग, द्वापर युगा ब्लू में है और कलयुगा पर्पल में है। तो ये कलयुग जो है ये 4,32,000 साल इसका एज है। हाउ मच इज एज? 4,32,000। तो प्रभु जी द्वापर कितना? 2 टाइम्स कली। ऊपर देखिए मैंने लिखा है 2 टाइम्स के वाई मीन्स कली युग। त्रेता युगा कितना है? 3 टाइम्स, मतलब कलयुग का 3 गुना ज्यादा। तो 4,32,000 को 3 गुना आप मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए, यू गेट 12,96,000। 4 टाइम्स कलयुग इज सतयुगा। Now I need calculator. Wait, we have only started the game. Okay, so this is 4 yugas: Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. ये 4 जब मिलते हैं इसको कहते हैं हम एक चतुर्युग। व्हाट डू वी कॉल? चतुर्युगा। मतलब चारों युग को एक साथ सम्मिलित किया तो उसको क्या कहते हैं? चतुर्युग। तो इन सब का एडिशन कीजिए, कितना साल होता है? अराउंड 43,20,000 ईयर्स। कितना लंबा है। अब हम कलयुग में हैं। कलयुग में कौन सा है प्रभु जी? विच एज इज गोइंग ऑन नाउ? 5,000 years have gone. That means द्वापर युग खत्म होकर सिर्फ 5,000 साल बीते हैं। कितना बचा है? 4,32,000 में से 5,000 साल निकल गया तो कितना? 4,27,000 साल, 27,000 साल। उसी में हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कलयुग आ गया, घोर कलयुग, ये वो 5,000 साल ही हुआ। Anybody wants to live at 4,27,000 year? नहीं प्रभु जी, नो। जो हम देख रहे हैं वही काफी। So Krishna left Dwapar Yuga and then 5,000 years have passed. So Chatur Yuga is 43,20,000 years. Everybody with me? सब लोग मेरे साथ हैं? चतुर युगा ऐसे जब 1,000 बार होता है, 1,000 टाइम्स, चतुर्युग 1,000 बार जब होता है, यानी कि पहला चतुर्युग, दूसरा चतुर्युग, तीसरा चतुर्युग, ऐसे 1,000 बार। मतलब हर चतुर्युग में क्या चलेगा? सत्य, त्रेता, द्वापर, कली। सत्य, त्रेता, द्वापर, कली। Every Chaturyuga 43,20,000 years will pass by. Like this 1,000 times when it repeats, and it happens twice. मतलब 2,000 बार जब होता है, तो 1,000 बार जब होता है, दैट इज ब्रह्मास 12 घंटे। कितना? ब्रह्मा के कितने? 12 घंटे हुए जब 1,000 बार ये चतुर्युग चलता है तो। और फिर जब ब्रह्मा सोने जाते हैं तो इस प्रकार 1,000 चतुर्युग जब होगा तब उनका 12 घंटे आराम खत्म। तो ऐसे मिलके ब्रह्मा का एक दिन होता है। कितना बिलियन ईयर्स? 8.64 बिलियन ईयर्स। ह्यूमन ईयर्स हमारे 8.64 बिलियन ईयर्स इज ब्रह्मास 1 डे। ऐसे 365 दिन ब्रह्मा का 1 ईयर ओल्ड। हैप्पी बर्थडे 1 ईयर ओल्ड। और ऐसे सब 100 साल चलेगा तब ब्रह्मा का भी निधान होगा। ब्रह्मा ऑल्सो डाइज। प्रभु जी, हाउ डू यू नो ब्रह्मा डाइज? आ ब्रह्म भुवना लोका पुनरावर्तिनो अर्जुना। Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that even if you go up to the Brahma Loka, you have to come down, because even Brahma Loka's planet is not permanent. तो जी मगर ये सब क्यों हम सीख रहे हैं? ये समय इतना लंबा है। Today's Brahma we have to see. So you see this Chandra-yuga, how many Chandra-yugas I said? Everybody is with me? How many Chandra-yugas I said? 1,000 Chandra-yugas. In this 1,000 Chandra-yugas, there are 71 Chandra-yugas में उसको विभाजित किया है। इस 1,000 चतुर्युग में 14 मनु आकर जाते हैं। How many manus? प्रभु जी कैसे? पहले चतुर्युग से 71 तक स्वयंभू मनु होते हैं। फिर 72 to 142 is स्वैरोचषा। 143 to 213 is उत्तमा। तो जी ये सब अलग अलग मनु है। हम लोगों ने कौन सा मनु का बात किया था? We just spoke about the first one. और ऐसा चार्ट किस किस का बनेगा? इतने लोगों का। तो जी भागवत 7 दिन में खत्म करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे? syllabus is very large. Right? So like this, you have various different manus. Swayam Bhuva, Swairochasha, Uttama, Tamasa, Raivata, Chakshusha, Vaivaswata. Why is it in yellow? We are in this Chaturayuga. What is the time frame? 427th Chaturayuga and 497 के बीच में हम चल रहे हैं. अभी का मनु का नाम क्या है? इसलिए से वैवस्वत मन्वंतरे प्रथमे भागे, उसका प्रथम भाग चल रहा है. और ब्रह्मा का एज क्या हुआ है अभी? व्हाट इज द 51 डेज ब्रह्मा एज, मतलब 50 साल बीत चुके हैं. और उसके बाद जो दिन, ये सिर्फ उनका एक दिन और एक रात चल रहा है. And we think that, oh, 100 years we will live, we will do this, we will do that. Look at how insignificant our 100 years are. But if we do bhakti in this 100 years, we can go somewhere. So, Vaivasvata, Shravani, Daksha Shravani, Brahma Shravani, Dharma Shravani, Rudra Shravani, and Deva Shravani, Indra Shravani, and then Prabhuji 994 में खत्म हो गया, बाकी 6 बचे हैं. वो कौन सा मनु? That is not a manu. That is the transitional period for all these 15 manus, 14 manus. एक मनु से दूसरे मनु के पास जाते हैं तो थोड़ा नॉलेज ट्रांसफर होता है, उसके लिए टाइम लगता है. So that 6 चक्रव्यूहास are there. मुझे बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. मैंने बोला था पहले 15 मिनट जो है फिलॉसफी होगा. So why we are trying to learn all this? Sukadeva Goswami explains in detail about all these manus. And he says in every manvantara, this is called as manvantara. One of the topics of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is manvantara. And Parikshit Maharaj asks, you have told me in detail about Swayam Bhuva Manu, Uttanapad, Dhruva, Priyavarta, Jadabrata, Rishabdeva. Now tell me about all the other manus also. Tell me their stories. Sukadeva Goswami looks at his watch and says, "Boss, you have only 7 days." I have to look at my watch and say, I have only 1 hour. Sukadeva Goswami says, I can tell all the names and about everyone, and I will tell you what incarnations Krishna took in each manvantara. हर एक मनु के राज्य के समय पर भगवान आते हैं और अपने जो है अवतार लेते हैं. तो उन्होंने कहा कि मुझे बताइए फिर कौन कौन से अवतार हुए. जहां देखिए यहाँ पे कुछ कुछ बॉक्सेस को मैंने अलग अलग कलर किया. मनवंतर वाले बॉक्स देख लीजिए कौन कौन से कलर हैं. हरा है, ब्लैक है, ऑरेंज है और येलो है. ब्लैक में कौन सा है, क्या लिखा है? हरि और गजेंद्र. उन्होंने कहा कि जब तमसा नामक का मनु रहते हैं तब भगवान हरि के रूप में आए और गजेंद्र को उद्धार किया. तुरंत परीक्षित महाराज ने बोला मुझे इसकी कहानी सुनिए. I want to listen. Then he said, when the orange one चक्षुष मंतरान, तब समुद्र मंथन हुआ, तब भगवान अजीत बनकर आए. इसके बारे में ज्यादा हम चर्चा नहीं करेंगे, सब लोग जानते हैं इसके बारे में. So we'll just touch and go. And then वैवस्वत मनवंतरे, इस मनवंतर में कौन आए? वामन देव आए. तो वामन देव की कथा सुनाई. So these are different manvantaras. And Sukadeva Goswami says, Parikshit Maharaj says, tell me more. So, and then, what is this color? Ambarish Maharaj. मनवंतर की कहानी बताने के बाद then he talks about mukti, liberation. He talks about Lord Ramachandra and Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj and Lord Ramachandra's charitra is in green. They don't come under any manvantara specifically, but they are in Treta Yuga. They come in the Treta Yuga. So 1,000 times they come. Can you imagine? So this is Krishna's avatar. So you see here green. Mark it also so that you can see. You see here green. You see the red dot green, Treta Yuga. That is the avatar of Ambarish and Lord Ramachandra. Ambarish past time. And then Dwapar Yuga, what happens? What happened? Kṛṣṇa's appearance. That is why it is big. Is it clear? If you want more details, you can just take a photo of this. All the PPTs will be available to you, so don't worry. If you want to know each Manu, who they are, who is their wife, who were the sages, what was the Manvantara, I will give this you as homework. Please study this yourself. Because if we start going in each one of them, we will not be able to finish Bhagavatam. But I have highlighted the middle row in purple. So this is Vaivasvata Manvantara. In that, you have the Manu, who are the sons of Manu, and you have the 7 sages. And this column is called as the column of Indra. हम लोग सोचते हैं इंद्र जो है वे उनका नाम है, इंद्र नाम नहीं है. Indra is a position. There's a prime minister. Prime minister has got a name, but prime minister is a post. So who is the person sitting in that post in that Manu is also written out here. So who is the Indra in this Vaivasvata Manu? Purandara. The name of the Indra is called as Purandara. So all these details Parikshit Maharaj is being given. So Parikshit Maharaj says, okay, I have less time. In Mehta also they have less time. So I will like to hear about some pastimes of the Lord, and hence I would like to start with none other than Gajendra. So Gajendra is in which Chaturayuga again? Please remember this. Which Chaturayuga? Look. Manu of 214 to 284. Not BC, not AD. We are talking Chaturayuga. And Tamasa Manu, Gajendra appeared. So let us start the Upakhyan of Gajendra. So once there was, in the planetary system, there was a great mountain called as Trikuta. And this Trikuta means 3 peaks. This mountain had 3 different peaks. What are these peaks made of? Gold, silver, and iron. And its height, breadth, and length was 10,000 yojanas. 1 yojan is around, say, 8.3 miles. So 10,000 yojanas height, 10,000 yojanas breadth, 10,000 yojanas length. Let's get to Gajendra. Why we are talking all of this? Let me tell you, please listen carefully the details of Trikuta mountain. Why? I will tell you at the end. Please listen very carefully. Gajendra के prayers नहीं सुने तो भी ठीक, पर त्रिकुटा माउंटेन के बारे में जरूर सुनिए. ये आपके कहीं पे भी 2 days 3 nights trip में कहीं पे भी ऐसा लोकेशन नहीं मिलेगा. So Trikuta mountain has having 3 peaks and it is surrounded by the ocean of milk. And everywhere you see, there are other peaks also which are made of jewels, minerals, trees, creepers, shrubs, and has waterfalls, very pristine waterfalls, जिसके पास जाते ही एकदम मन निर्मल हो जाता है. झरने हैं अलग अलग, इतने बड़े बड़े विशाल पर्वतों के ऊपर से जब झरने गिरते हैं तो ओस में जब पानी होता है और उसको अपने चेहरे पे लगता है तो एकदम निर्मल बन जाता है, मन को बहुत शांति मिलती है. और इसका जो धरती है उसे दूध के द्वारा जो है हमेशा दूध की लहरें उस पर पड़ती रहती, और जैसे ही ये लहरें दूध की पड़ती रहती हैं तो हर लहर में क्या मिलता है? मोती, जवाहरात और emeralds, because all this comes from the sea. Pearls, emeralds, and all this comes from the sea. And there are many caves in this mountain in which many demigods come and they stay as resorts. 2 days, 3 days, night stay. Like this, they book and they stay. It is their own place, their garden, their public garden. And what to speak about trees? There are wonderful trees out there. And there are sweet chirping birds. Whenever in the jungle the lion roars, he roars with a pride. There are beautiful animals. There are birds, bees. Everybody is staying there. And the lakes and rivers, they are having crystal clear waters. And all these denizens, all the damsels, apsarahein, ये सब यहाँ पर आते हैं और स्नान करते हैं. And because of that, what happens? Their waters become very scented. So this Trikuta mountain is a very beautiful place. And Shukdev Goswami is going on describing about how beautiful it is in terms of trees. My dear devotees, please listen carefully on trees. There are trees of Mandaras, Parijatas, Champakas, Panasas, date tree, coconut tree, banana tree. Half of the name we do not know which tree it is. But all these trees are there in the Trikuta mountain. And while these trees are there, in between there is a beautiful lake. And this lake belongs to Varuna. And there is a garden. In between the garden there is a lake. एक बहुत बड़ा बगीचा है और उस बगीचे के बीचों बीच एक तलाब है. ये बगीचे का नाम है ऋतुमत. क्या है इसका नाम? ऋतुमत गार्डन, जहां पे बहुत सुंदर सुंदर पुष्प हैं. There is lotus, humul, kahlara, utpalam, and there are various different bees which drink honey. Why am I saying this? You should feel that I should go to this place once. Where is this place? When we get out of the house, we only see desert and desert and desert. But there are places in the universe which is having such places. And all this lake was crowded with swans, kandharvas, chakravakas, cranes, different birds were there. And inside the lake, there were movement of fishes, tortoise, and these water was having lot of pollen grains. It is this pollen grain which had a very beautiful fragrance. And when the लहरें जब चलती थी तो इन फूलों के इन दानों के वजह से जो खुशबू महकती थी वहां पर, उस खुशबू को सूंघा किसने? गजेंद्र ने. So in such an atmosphere, Gajendra actually took the fragrance of this pollen, and he was very thirsty, and he was walking with a stride. And when he was walking, his other elephants and family members were also walking with him. He was a leader amongst the Gajas. Gaja Indra. That means he is a leader amongst the elephants. And he started walking and he saw this beautiful lake. And he wanted to drink some water. And you know how elephants love water. First, they take a sip from their hand. They have only one hand. They take a sip from their hand and from their trunk, which is called as in Tamil, you call it as Tumbi Kai. Kai means hand. So this is like a trunk. So they take water out of this trunk and he started drinking it very nicely. And afterwards he felt, this is so fragrant and lovely water. Let me immerse myself. So he entered into the lake. And all his family members also entered into the lake. And he started taking water and started spraying on his wife, his brother, his sister. He started spraying. So Shukdev Goswami says this is like a perfect person who is a Griha Mehdi. गृह मेहंदी मीन्स जो गृहस्थ धर्म को ठीक से पालन नहीं करते हैं, अपने आप को भूलकर आनंदित होते रहते हैं कि जीवन में किस किस को सुख देना है, पत्नी को, पति को, इनको सुख देते देते आध्यात्मिक विषयों को पूरी तरह से भूल जाते हैं. So he is acting like not a perfect householder. He is constantly thinking about how to give pleasure to others. At that time, while he was enjoying himself, who caught his leg? Who caught his leg? So who caught his leg? The crocodile caught his leg. And the crocodile started biting the leg of this elephant known as Gajendra. There was a fight to get rid of his leg from the clutches of the crocodile. He was trying very hard, but we all know elephant is a land animal or a water animal? Land animal. And crocodile is a water animal. So elephant is very strong in the land and crocodile is very strong in the water. Now where was the elephant? In the water. So who is strong? Crocodile. So the crocodile started pulling Gajendra inside. So all the other elephants, they ran to the shore and first elephant caught the trunk of Gajendra and started pulling him. Now the other elephant started catching the tail of the second elephant and started pulling. So they made a tug of war. But all these elephants tried to pull, but still crocodile was very strong and it was a marshy area and he could not come out. So this was not a fight of 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Not 1 hour, 1,000 years. For 1,000 years, the elephant and the crocodile was going back and forth. Elephant tried everything. Gajendra tried everything. He tried his physical strength. He tried his mental strength. Finally, his senses started wearing down. He did not know what to do. And at that time, Shukdev Goswami says, this crocodile is like Maya. And we are like Gajendra. We are spending our time in this pond called as the material world, enjoying the garden and the fruits of this material world. And Maya is completely taking us within the waters. And we are completely engrossed in this. So what we should do? We should pray to that person who can get us out from this problem. But Gajendra did not know whom to call out. He was taking a long time to think. And he then thought, I should take the help of the person called as somebody who is above all. So he started his prayers. So please say after me, Shri Gajendra Uvacha. I'm going to see just 3 prayers out of it because now we just did the study of 30 prayers. We don't have the time. We'll just see the 3 very nice prayers that he offered. All the 30 are very wonderful, but there are deeper meanings in these verses. Sri Gajendra Uvacha. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai. Yate Chit Atmakam. Purisha Yadi Bijaya. Pareshaya Dimabhahi. Pareshaya Abhidhimahi. So he said, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Person. नाम लिया है क्या? किसको बुलाया? सब लोग बोलते हैं नारायण बुलाया, और नाम बुलाया क्या? इस श्लोक में तो नहीं बुलाया. He didn't know whom to call out. He said, वह व्यक्ति, but Srila Prabhupada writes there, that's why I marked it in blue. That is glory of Srila Prabhupada. He said Vasudeva. He's actually saying, Om Namo Bhagavate. That means it goes to Vasudeva. But he didn't say Vasudeva. He said the Supreme Person. और Supreme Person की क्या व्याख्यान है? ऐसा कौन सा व्यक्ति है? Then he's saying that जिसके कारण यह सूक्ष्म शरीर काम करता है और जिसके कारण यह भौतिक शरीर भी काम करता है. अब सीधा मांगो ना, हेल्प मांगो कि क्या भौतिक शरीर. He is thinking 1000 years he is fighting with his body and he is thinking any time my spirit will go because this crocodile will eat me, will kill me. So he is thinking this spirit को जो रखवाला है उसको मैं बुला रहा हूं. कौन? नाम नहीं पता. And he is worshipable. और उस व्यक्ति को कौन वर्शिप करते हैं, कौन आराधना करते हैं? बहुत सारे लोग, ऋषि मुनि इत्यादि उसी के नाम को जपते हैं. And he is the Adi Bijaya. He is the first person. I don't know his name, but he is the first person. So this is an elephant calling out, looking at the surroundings and saying, who created all this? Who is the reason for all this? Who is the reason for Triputa mountain? That person, please help me. Let me meditate upon him. So this is his first prayer. So when this prayer was said, Brahma heard this prayer. And Brahma said, I created the Triputa mountain. I came first. I was created by Narayan, but I came first. And I am the one who created all these things. So let me go and help Gajendra. Before that, Indra stepped up forward and he said, okay, you are having a problem. Anybody has a problem in my administration, I have to help. So Indra started coming and was about to help. That is when he said the second prayer. Namo Namaste Akhila Karanaya Nishkaranaya Adbhuta Karanaya Sarvagamanaya Maharnavaya Namo Apavargaya Paranyaya. He gave so many names. First thing he said is Namo Namaste. I pay my obeisances to Akhila Karanaya. Brahma said, I am not that person. Mera bhi Karan koi hai. So Brahma said, I will come and help you. He said, no, I am calling out to the person Akhila Karanaya. Brahma said, that also fits me because I am the cause of all this material world. He says, Sarva Karanaya. But this I cannot come. Indra said, I am nowhere qualified. I am going back. So Gajendra is so smart. He is so particular in calling out whom to help him. This is why we should learn these prayers. That this is defining Krishna. This is defining the Supreme Lord. Who is the person? And then he said, Sarva Gamanaya, Maha Karanaya. So one who is actually contained in the Vedic knowledge, वेद पुस्तकों में जिसके बारे में बताया गया है, उस पुरुष को मैं बुला रहा हूं, मैं उनका नमन कर रहा हूं. कि वेद पुरुष कहां आए, I will keep in mind, I will talk about this later. So in this way he said, please rescue me, that supreme person who has actually helped me in this way. In the meanwhile, these prayers reached where? It reached Vaikuntha. When it reached Vaikuntha, Lord Vishnu was sitting in Vaikuntha, Lakshmi was sitting next to him. And the minute he said, Sarva Karanaya, Vishnu said, it's time for me to go. He jumped up from his seat and he started running. Running in such a way that his uttari actually fell down. And Lakshmi said, hey, where are you going? You never go without telling me. Generally, when husbands have to go outside the house, they will tell the wife, I'm going here. Then they say, bring 2 kilo tomatoes. Then they bring 2 kilo potatoes. Then they said, I told you tomato. He said, no, it sounded the same. It is potato. He said, by eating potato, you are becoming like potato. That is why I told you not to bring. All these things happen. So Lakshmi was like, hey, we have to have a chat. I will tell you what to bring if you are going down somewhere. Vishnu said, where are you going? Lakshmi asked, where are you going? He said, I am going for Gajam. He didn't say all this. He just wanted to say Gajendra, Gajam. He said, Gajam. What did he say? Gajam. Ga was heard by Lakshmi. Jam, he was in front of Gajendra. This was his speed. Gajam. He just said Ga. Lakshmi heard Ga. Huh? What is Ga? He just said Gajam. He came in such a speed. How is the speed? First he told, Vishnu said, Garuda, come. Garuda said, yes, ready, master. He's always ready. And he immediately jumped on Garuda and started traveling, and he saw that Garuda was very slow. First gear only. No top gear. So what did the Lord do? The Lord took both his legs and pressed the ears of Garuda and said, go faster. He was giving. He was so ardent to protect Gajendra. He said, go faster. And Garuda was panting. The Lord said, Garuda is absolutely not traveling. The Lord traveled faster than Garuda. Garuda was flying behind the Lord. Prabhuji, if he was so fast, why he has to take a slow car? Huh? Why he has to take Garuda and come? And then he has to do surgery. Surgery of what? Because this crocodile is catching the leg. He has to do surgery. So his surgical kit has to come. He's an expert operator. What is his surgical kit? Sudarshan Chakra. He said, Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra said, I am even more slower than Garuda. So Lord is going in front. Garuda is coming behind. Behind that, Sudarshan Chakra is trying to catch up. And when he saw the Lord coming in the sky, Gajendra thought something is happening. And the Lord understood. He's waiting for the other two personalities to come. So imagine the Lord came and stood there and he showed like this. No Sudarshan. And he looked down. No Garuda. Garuda came slowly and adjusted itself. And Sudarshan came on his hand. Sometimes in photographs you do like this. You want to take a nice selfie, then everything adjustment has to be done. So the Lord is coming right at the top, and he is coming, and Garuda came below, and the Sudarshan Chakra came out. And at that time, when he sees this beautiful scenery of the Lord, he says this shloka. Sovanta sarasi pura bhalena grihitāto Drishva garutmati harim kaha chakram. Ukshepe Sambhujakaram Giramahat Kṛṣṇa Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. He sees Narayana and says, Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. So he didn't know what to do. So he took a small lotus flower and he offered it to who? Narayan. Narayan first took Gajendra and the crocodile together and kept it on the lap. And then the Lord got down and immediately used his chakra. And this chakra cut off the head of the crocodile. And immediately a Gandharva rose up and he paid his obeisances and he went back home, back to Godhead. Wait a second. Whom did he come for? Who goes to back home, back to Godhead first? The crocodile. And who was this Gandharva? His name was Huhu. That's why I said, who was this Gandharva? Huhu. This Huhu was a Gandharva. How he became a crocodile? Parikshit Maharaj is interested. He became a crocodile because once he was taking bath in the heavenly kingdoms. At that time, a rishi known as Devala came there and he was also taking bath. He thought, let me make fun of this sage. Never do this. If it is Durvasa, please run a mile. But this was Devala. So what he did, he went underwater and started pulling the leg and the dhoti of Devala. Please don't do this. He thought this will be fun. And he started pulling and everybody started laughing. Devala said, you have a lot of affinity to pull me underwater, you will have a cry. So if you are pulling a lot of people under the water, you know what your next life is going to be. But you need to find a Devala first. Right? So this way, he became a crocodile. But he was the first one who went home, back to Bhagavata. Why? Then he took Gajendra and he took his Uttari, which appeared also. Garuda was carrying it back. He did like this. You know, when you hit something, your mothers actually take a cloth and they blow hot air and they keep it. This is called as a surgical procedure that Gajendra was given. The Lord took the leg of Gajendra on his lap. His Pitambar dhoti had these blood drops, but still he took his Pitambar Vaikuntha dhoti without thinking, this is dhoti, this is new border, naya weight, now starch, nothing. He just took that. One Acharya says that the Lord was looking for his Uttari and he did not have, but he had Mahalakshmi's sari. Now, Prabhuji's sari can't say. Because when he started running, he thought Uttari, but he took the Mahalakshmi's sari which was lying there. So he wrapped himself in the sari and came. Said, I have to come. Why he had to come? Because I am in a hurry. And this name of the Lord was hence known as Hari. Because he came in a hurry, he came Hari. So this Manvantara, this Lord came and rescued Gajendra. But the question still remains, why the crocodile went first back home, back to Godhead? The crocodile went first back home, back to Godhead because it did not ask for the Lord. It was catching the leg of a devotee. So if we are directly asking for the Lord, Gajendra also will take some time to get delivered. But if we are catching the legs of a devotee, if we are following in the footsteps of a devotee, then that devotee will get first benefit. So Huhu in this way got the benefit and Gajendra was rescued. Parikshit Maharaj was even more inquisitive. He said, I want to know how this elephant doesn't say any prayer. How come this elephant had all these prayers? So he says that the elephant has this prayer, wonderful, because in the previous life he was a king known as Indradyumna. And he used to do nice worship of the lordships. And one day a sage came, his name was Agastya. And when the Guru came, he did not get up, he was still worshipping. So because of that, Agastya said, you have a lot of pride, so become a very proud elephant. So in this way, the elephant, Indradyumna, the king Indradyumna became the elephant. And Huhu, which was an Gandharva, his Shapa also got Vimochan. Gajendra got saved. Now, Prabhuji, you tell me why you made us listen to all that Trikuta mountain details. Ye pakshi tha, wo ye tha, because the Lord Hari says, more than the Gajendra prayers, one who listens about this Trikuta mountain with all its details of all of this will be completely devoted to me. So if we need devotion, we need to understand the Trikuta mountain. We need to understand what was there. It is not a trivial detail, background detail. And that is why they say that when you wake up in the morning, you should think about this Gajendra's prayers. We should learn these Gajendra's prayers. If we cannot learn the Gajendra's prayer, there is no possibility that we cannot learn. We should try to learn. But till the time we learn, when we get up in the morning, we should at least say 7 times, Hari, 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 Hari. If you have less time, say it in a hurry. Hari, 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 Hari. You get the same benefit. This is how the Lord bestows his blessings. So in this way, Parikshit Maharaj heard entire pastime of Gajendra. And this is how beautifully we can see in different pictures how he comes and he gives his darshan. Now Parikshit Maharaj says, I want to know more. I want to know about the next mantra, which is none other than Vaivasvata mantra. In that, a personality came who was Bali Maharaj. And we all know the story. Rohan just passed by. So we are not going to detailedly talk about this entire story, but we are going to just speak some snippets of it. We all know Bali Maharaj, he conquered Indra. And while fighting with Indra, he lost his life. And then who revived him? Shukracharya. And after Bali Maharaj got full blessings of Shukracharya and he gained victory over Indra. Why? Because Shukracharya gave the Asuras all the strength. And Indra had committed a grave mistake against Shukracharya when his Airavat, his elephant, took the garland which was offered by Shukracharya and it took it for Indra, but it actually trampled it on the ground. So any Vaishnava who gives you a gift, you should take care of it very nicely. Sometimes we show nice appreciation of a gift when we receive, but afterwards where that gift is, we do not. No, one should take care of a gift which is given by a Vaishnava very nicely. Indra did not do that. And in this way, and after some time, even Brihaspati, he was not very obedient to Brihaspati. That also caused his own guru, he was not obedient. He caused a lot of problem. So Bali became the demoniac guru. Who is Bali? We all learned about Hiranyakashipu yesterday. Correct? Hiranyakashipu's son is Prahlad. Prahlad's son was Virochan. Virochan's son was Bali. In their kingdom, in their dynasty, there is one unique formula. What is that formula? The grandfather and the grandson will be devotees. In between, they will not be devotees. Prahlad was a devotee. His grandson Bali will be a devotee. In between, they will have FIRs everywhere. Hiranyakashipu, Virochan will have number one scoundrels or asuras they will be. So this Bali conquered the entire kingdom and now he had snatched away the Indra position. You saw that I showed the mantra chant. Every chant had an Indra. There is a qualification required. You know, sometimes in some states, before writing the exam itself, they will get the seat. Have you written the exam? No. I will get the seat first. Medical seat, engineering seat, first I will get. Where is your exam paper? After getting the seat, I will write the exam. And I will correct it. I will show it as if I have got the seat. This is called as cheating. This is what Bali was doing. Bali Maharaj was doing the yajna to secure his position of the seat which he has snatched from Indra. And at that time, who appeared? Vamandev appeared. And Vamandev was prayed to. He came as the Upendra. He came as the brother of Indra. And he was a dwarf Brahmana. He started walking towards Siddhashram, which is near Bharuch in Gujarat. I heard Bali came in Kerala. That is why we celebrate Onam. Maveli Nadu Vanidin Kalam, Manusharendalam Mundal. This is the song which we have been singing in Kerala. That as long as Mahabali was actually in the kingdom, and we are all wealthy and fine. But Bhagavatam says he came near Narmada river, which is in Gujarat. Bali may be like Papada Khandvi more. He came near Gujarat and near Bharuch. And Siddhashram is somewhere near UP. And Dwar Brahmana Vamandev started walking. When this Vamandev came, they gave a lot of gifts. All the demigods, they gave a lot of gifts. Brahma gave a special plumbing kit. What is that? Darba grass. And he kept it with himself. And he came in the Bali's Yaga Yajna. And we all know, what did he ask for? 3 steps of land. Shukracharya said, he is Vishnu, don't see there. And Bali said, where? And this happens generally between husband and wife. Huh? The husband and wife, good husband and wife are those who can communicate with their eyes. The wife will say from there, 8:30. What is 8:30? Diabetes, 2 pills are kept in your pocket, take it. Husband says, take her. This all happens within the eyes. How do you know, bro? I'm the speaker. I see so many eyes. But there are bad couples also. Not bad in the sense, those who do not understand. The wife will say, 8:30. Husband will walk over. Kya hua? She says, this man never understands what I say. So, here Shukracharya was telling Bali, Vishnu. He said, what? Who Vishnu? And Shukracharya was like, this guy is not going to listen. He said, Brahman then came right in front. He said, I want 3 steps of land. He said, can I take anything else? Only 3 steps of land. Bola, ye kaafi hai. I would like to have only 3 steps of land. 3 pag ki dharti mujhe de do. Bali Maharaj ne kaha, theek hai. Bola, Vindhyavali, for his wife, Vindhyavali. Then you please bring the water. I have to give 3 steps of land. जैसे ही पानी अपने हाथों में लिया और पानी की धारा बहने लगी, वो धारा दूसरे के वामन देव के हाथ पे नहीं लगा, उससे पहले एक विशाल रूप छाने लगा और उनके ऊपर एक ऐसी परछाई गिरने लगी. इसके बारे में आचार्य, इस फोटो से आप देख सकते हैं, इस आचार्य, एक आचार्य है श्री वैष्णव संप्रदाय के, जिनका नाम है वेदांत देशिका. उन्होंने एक काव्य लिखा है जिसका नाम है देहलीश स्तुति. उसमें एक बहुत सुंदर काव्य है जहां पे वो बता रहे हैं फिजिक्स के माध्यम से कि कितने रफ्तार से वामन देव अपने शरीर को विस्तारित किए. फिजिक्स के माध्यम से, एवरीबॉडी नोज दिस, बट आई विल जस्ट टेल यू. व्हेन वामन देव was starting to expand himself, ऊपर जो तार मंडल था, यानी कि जो गैलेक्सी था, जो आप देख सकते हैं इधर, that is the Milky Way, the galaxy was like the nakshatras, the galaxies, the Milky Way, the Brahmand was like the crown of Vamandev. पर उसके बाद वो और इतने विस्तारित हुए कि वह उनके नेक में जो कंठी माला है उसकी तरह सुशोभित होने लगा. जो क्राउन था वो कंठी माला बन गया. अब वो और भी इतना विस्तृत हुए कि वो कंठी माला उनका बेल्ट बन गया. तो ये बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. कौन सा कंठी माला हमारा बेल्ट बनता है? हाँ? इसका साइज देखिए, इसका साइज तो मत देखिए. रोज इधर प्रसाद अच्छी तरह खाएंगे तो ये दोनों मैच नहीं हो. नहीं, प्रसाद खाइए. Usually prasad. But his kanti mala became the size of the waist, and then he further expanded so much that the entire Tar Mandal became the Nupuras of Vamandev. एक पग में उन्होंने सारे पाताल लोग, सारे लोग उन्होंने he measured it. The next leg which went up to Bhu Bhuva Mahajana Tapar Satyaloka. Brahmaji started looking from his balcony of his lotus petal. What is this? A leg is coming up and up. He said, this is none other than Narayan's leg. And he started pouring water. His toenails pierced the entire 7 layers. And Gangaji started flowing from the lotus feet of the Lord Vamandev. 2 पग में उन्होंने सब कुछ नाप लिया. तीसरे पग पूछा बलि से कि बलि बताओ कहाँ रखें? Prabhuji, I have a question. What is the question? बलि कहाँ पे खड़े थे? Same question like Varahdin. बलि कहाँ पे खड़े थे? धरती पर. धरती को नाप लिया कि नहीं लिया? धरती के सारी चीजों को नाप लिया कि नहीं लिया? तो बलि को भी नाप लिया ना? तो फिर उसके सर पे कैसे रख सकते हैं? आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन सही है कि गलत है? Right? Is this question correct or wrong? Bali was also one of the persons who is there on earth. He is standing on earth. And now he has measured both. Now has Bali been measured? Yes, and logically yes. But actually the third step was not kept on Bali per se on the head. It was kept on his head. But while giving the two wishes, the two steps of land, Bali thought, बलि ये सोच रहे थे कि मैं दे रहा, I am giving this. So he had this ahankar, he had this pride that I am giving. So everything was measured minus Bali's pride. And he said, now where should I keep? Now he understood I have to give away this pride. बोला मेरे सर पे रख लो. So the third step was to take away his pride also. बोलो वामदेव की. And in this way, he punished Bali, but he was so happy. Prahlad also came, hugged Bali and said, you are a perfect Vaishnava. Thank you very much. You did very wonderfully. And the Lord said, for you, I will stand like a gatekeeper in the Sutala Loka, in the planet. And you will become one of the Indras. You will get the position of Indra. So if you go back to the chart, which I told you as homework, you will see one of the Indra in that mantra is Bali. Yes. Correct. So this is very nice that when you worship the Lord, we saw in Dhruva's pastime also, that you go with a different motive. You get that also and you get more. And this is a very simple example to understand this. Once there was a small boy. He was very naughty. And he was so naughty that he will always create some trouble. So his mother said, today I'm going to sister's house, you come along with me. But you should not be naughty, okay? He said, okay, fine. Kuch bhagna mat, kuch karna mat. So he went to his sister's house. Then both the sisters started talking. You know how sisters, when they meet, they start talking. Hours and hours and hours. The sisters started talking. And how do they stop talking? They say, Baki phone pe baat kare. That is how they stop talking. So while this talking was happening, this elder sister asked this boy, hey, कुछ खाया नहीं, कुछ लोगे क्या? He said, no, मुझे कुछ नहीं. बोला, अरे टॉफी तो ले लो, चॉकलेट तो ले लो. बोला नहीं, कुछ नहीं. After some time he asked again, टॉफी तो ले लो, चॉकलेट तो ले लो. बोला नहीं. The whole time, 3-4 hours, he didn't ask anything. He was keeping quiet. So जाते वक्त उसकी बुआ ने उसको क्या कहा कि take this all these chocolates and put it in his pocket. वाह, रास्ते में जाते वक्त खा. Eat it. He said, okay. Right? And then as soon as he got out of his sister's house, took the first one, wrapper beta, khatak. Chavate, while eating, he took the second one, khatak. Teaser, and his mother was surprised. Abhi tak, she asked 3-4 times, you didn't ask. You said no. What has happened now that you are starting to eat one by one? He said, Mama, my hands are very small. मैं मांगता तो कितना मांगता. If I ask, how much will I ask? But Bua's hands are very big. So when she gave chocolate, she gave me this much. So when we go to Kṛṣṇa, when we ask only this much. But when Kṛṣṇa gives abundance. So when Bali Maharaj thought, I will take Indra's position, but what did Kṛṣṇa give? Kṛṣṇa became the gatekeeper for Bali Maharaj and gave him the Indra's position as well. Yeah? Prahlad Maharaj also came. Prahlad Maharaj was his grandfather, so he also came for this yajna and said, I am very happy with you. So Prahlad Maharaj was there, and he also came and he said, Bali, बीच में मेरा जो पुत्र था विरोचन, वो ठीक नहीं था, but as a grandson, you are right. So this was Bali Maharaj. We'll take questions at the end. So then Parikshit Maharaj became more happy. Then he said, tell me more about other pastime. Then he said, I will tell you the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj. And today is Dwadashi, so it is perfect to speak about Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj once took an Ekadashi Vrata, which was spanning for 1 whole year. He will do perfect worship. एक दिन ही हमारा हालत खराब हो गई. निर्जल एकादशी के समय पे तो और भी खराब हो जाता है. But Ambarish Maharaj took an Ekadashi Vrata for a whole year along with his family, and right at the Pāran time during Dwadashi. Sometimes Dwadashi is more difficult than Ekadashi because the Pāran time is very small and you are supposed to have a specific kind of feast after offering to Kṛṣṇa, and you are supposed to do all the worships for Kṛṣṇa and take the Pāran. So Ambarish Maharaj was ready to do the Pāran. Pāran यानी कि उस एकादशी फास्ट को तोड़ने के लिए आ ही रहे थे, तो उनके घर पे कौन आया? दुर्वासा. दुर्वासा मुनि इशित कोपी. वो अगर अंदर आ जाए, एसी कम है तो गुस्सा हो जाएंगे, एसी ज्यादा है तो गुस्सा हो जाएंगे, प्रसाद कम है तो बिल्कुल गुस्सा होंगे, प्रसाद ज्यादा है तो गुस्सा होंगे, बैठने के लिए जगह मिला गुस्सा होंगे, बैठने के लिए जगह नहीं मिला गुस्सा होंगे. मुझे किस चीज से नहीं गुस्सा होंगे, हमको भी नहीं पता. Durvasa Muni means he is very yet Shiprakopi. He will immediately get angry. So he came, and Ambarish Maharaj was very happy that he said that, oh, Durvasa Muni, you have come. You please come, take all the prasad which I have made for you. He said, I will do my Madhyamika and come. I will do my Gayatri and come. He said, okay, you can go do your Gayatri. I will wait for you. Durvasa Muni went and he started taking bath and he started meditating. And now the time was running out for Pāran. Now this is called as Dharma Sankat. That you should break the fast. If you don't break the fast as per the Pāran time, as per Shastras, your all Ekadashis are lost. Not only the previous Ekadashi, all of them. So now he has kept an Ekadashi Vrata for a whole 1 year. And he has to break the Pāran. And at the same time, he cannot take this food stuff without offering it to the guest first. तो गेस्ट को नहीं खिला सकते, उससे पहले हम खाएं कैसे? तो ये धर्म संकट में पड़े हुए थे कौन? अम्बरीश महाराज की कंसल्टेंट सीनियर वैष्णवस. एंड ही सेड व्हाट शुड आई डू? दे सेड आप पानी पी लीजिए. पानी से ना व्रत टूटता है, the vow doesn't break, and at the same time you have kept aside the vow. So he started drinking a little water. In between, the water was flowing from the cup to the mouth. In between that water stream, he saw the eyes of Durvasa. Kaise khaya tumne? Some people are like this in our house also. Every time they get angry. No? So, how you ate like this? You have not given me the food that I am the guest. You have not done right. He took a hair from his shikha. He put it down. A giant demon came out from it and wanted to attack Ambarish Maharaj. Now, Ambarish Maharaj was such a nice devotee that Kṛṣṇa had given him Sudarshan Chakran as a personal protection for him. He was such a nice worshipper. सुदर्शन चक्र उनके घर पे था और उनकी संरक्षणा करता था. जैसे उन्होंने देखा कि ये बहुत विशाल रूप से ये जो दानव है उनको मारने के लिए आ रहा है, he is coming to kill him. Immediately Sudarshan got out from his stand and first killed the demon. The demon fell dead immediately. And then Sudarshan said, I have unfinished business. What is the unfinished business? Ambarish Maharaj was just seeing. Sudarshan said, I am going now behind Durvasa. Durvasa said, why are you coming after me? He said, you harmed a devotee of the Lord. You were thinking to kill a devotee of the Lord. Durvasa said, I know who can rescue me. He ran to all the Indra, to the abode of Indra. Indra said, sorry, please take him away from me. He is burning me also. Sudarshan is so hot and he is so angry that he is burning entire heavenly planet. You please go from here. He went to Lord Shiva. Shiva said, sorry, this is Vaska Chakra. I don't want to be in this chakra. So you please go away from me. He went to Brahma. Brahma said, nothing doing. My lotus is getting burnt. Please go from here. Finally, he came to Vaikuntha and fell at the feet of Narayan and said, Narayan, please save me. Your chakra is actually cutting. My head, look, all my shikha is burnt. All my hands are burnt. They're not even tan anymore. They're getting burnt. Please help me. Narayan said, nothing can be done. This is my chakra. Now if I talk to my chakra also, he will not listen. Why? Because you have hurt my devotee. Aham bhakta paradina. He said, I am also subservient to my devotees. I don't stay in Vaikuntha. Where my devotees sing my glories, there I stay. So I cannot do anything. He said, what should I do? You go back to Ambarish Maharaj. So he comes back and falls flat at Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj says, please get up. What are you doing? And he forgives him. And Sudarshan Chakra is there in the sky. And Ambarish Maharaj says very nice prayers about Sudarshan Chakra. You are the sun, you are the moon, you are the one who nourishes, you are the sunlight, you are the moonlight, you are the one who nourishes the grains. All these beautiful prayers Ambarish Maharaj offers. But the beauty is not that. This whole travel that Durvasa Muni did, it took another 1 year. Till that time, Ambarish Maharaj was having just sips of water. Ab log bolte kya karte? Sudarshan Chakra, lao bhai chappan. But he was still waiting. He said, how can I have this guest without taking this prasad? First guest should have prasad. Then the host should have prasad. So he said, he waited. And Durvasa said, I am very sorry. He said, wo sab to chhodi, abhi to chakran bhog le lijhe. He said, abhi bhi? Don't worry. You first have, then I will have your arrangements. Then Durvasa understood that devotees are so merciful that they don't care about them. They always look out for others. We call out, devotees, come for Bhagavat Katha. Come, take prasad, listen. What is the interest? The interest is not ours. The interest is to be good fortune members for the others. And hence, Durvasa said, no more harming the devotees. So Parikshit Maharaj heard all this glorification about Ambarish Maharaj. He was very happy. And he said, this happened in Treta Yuga. Tell me more about Treta Yuga. He said, Treta Yuga, a surprise package within Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. And that is Ramayana. How many shlokas are there in Ramayana? 24,000 shlokas. How many shlokas are we seeing in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam? 18,000 shlokas. If we start saying Ramayana now, 24,000 shlokas, it is not going to finish. Shukdev Goswami also knew this. He said, I will give whole Ramayana in one shloka. Would you like to chant Ramayana in one shloka? This comes in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, 9th canto, 10th chapter, 14th verse. Please repeat after 4th verse, sorry. 4th verse, please repeat after me. Guru Bhakti Tyaktvara Jovachara Anuvanam Padma Bhadhyam Priya Pani Svarsha Shamabhyam Vijita Patarujo Yoga Indra Anujjhavyam Vairupya Chakshurpanakaya Priya Viraha Visharupita Dhruvichambara Krishna-kathā Khaladava Dahanam Kosalendro Vatanda. In one shloka, Shukdev Goswami said the whole Ramayana. How is that possible? 24,000 slokas. Let us see. Guru Bhakti Tyaktarajyo. What did he do? Under the instructions of his father, he left the kingdom. And Vacharat Anuvanam, वन में गए और उन्होंने वहां पर भ्रमण किया. And he was in the forest. How did he walk in the forest? Padma Bhadhyam Priyaya. Along with his Priyaya, that means along with Mother Sita, he was walking in the forest. How did he walk in the forest? Did his legs hurt? Shukdev Goswami says his legs were hurting. Why? Because Pani Spashamyabhyam. Even when Lakshmi actually massages the feet of Lord Ramchandra's feet becomes red in color. Why? Because Lakshmi's hands are very hard. Lord's lotus feet is even more softer. With that soft legs, he walked on the paths of the forest, says Shukdev Goswami. Tata Rujo ya Harindra Anujhabhyam. And he was helped in the forest by whom? Sugriva, Hanuman, and Anuja Lakshmana. Vairupya Shurpanakaya. Then what did he do? He met Shurpanakha with the help of Lakshmana. He cut off his nose, ears, everything. And Priya Viraha. Then he lost his wife to the Dashanan, Ravana. And he was in lamentation because his wife was kidnapped. And then what did he do? With full enthusiasm along with the Vanaras, he set up the bridge. Bhatta Setu, Ram Setu. He built the bridge and he killed many demons and Kosalendro, and he got full Pattabhishek, and then he came back to Kausala. He made Vibhishan Pattabhishek, and then he came back to Kosal Naresh Vankar, Vapas Lauटे Bhagwan Shri Ramchandra. Ramachandra ki. This is the best way we can finish Ramayana. One verse, right? Everybody understood. But there is one more verse which is more easier than this, but this is from other scriptures, so please repeat after me. Adau Ramo Tapu Vanadi. Adau Ramo Tapu Vanadi Gamanam. Hatva Mrigam Kachanam. Vaidehi Haranam. Jatayu Maranam. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Vali Nigrahanam. Samudra Dharanam. Lanka Puri Dahanam. Paschad Ravana Kumbhakarana Haranam. Etadhi Ramayanam. Madhav Rama Tapo Vanadi Gamanam. सबसे पहले राम कहाँ गए? वन गए. हत्वा मृगम कांचनम. कांचन यानी कि सोने का मृग. सोने के मृग को उन्होंने मारा. वैदेही हरणम. वैदेही यानी कि जानकी यानी कि सीता, उनका हरण हुआ. जटायु मरणम. Jatayu was killed by Ravana. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Between Sugriva and Rama there was a beautiful talk of friendship. Vali Nigrahanam. Vali was killed. Samudra Taranam. He crossed the Samudra. Lanka Puri Dahanam. Entire Lanka was destroyed. Paschad Ravana Kumbhakarna Hananam. Ravana Kumbhakarna was killed. Etadhi Ramayanam. This is Ramayana. बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की. गुरु जी बहुत ही शॉर्ट हो गया. हमने सोचा था कि रामलीला थोड़ा और देखेंगे. So if in Balakand, if we have to go, there is one devotee called as Vedanta Deshika. I will just tell his shloka. It's a very, very beautiful set of narration of shloka. Any child who is having stammering in their speech should try to recite this. Oh, Prabhuji, this shloka is so tough. How will you recite? By constantly reciting, his stammering will go away. So one should try to recite. So I'm just trying to recite some verses. This is only the Balakanda that he wrote. You would like to listen? Yesterday we heard Shodasha Bahu. Today we will see Raghuvira Gatyam. Jaya Deva Mahavira Mahadhira Dhaureya Deva Swasama Samaya Samudita Nikhila Nirjara Nirdharita Nirvadika Mahatmaya Dasabhadana Damita Daivata Parishadhyamita Dasharati Bhagavata Puratula Kamala Divakara Trishadipati Nana Sakacharana Chatula Dasharata Charamarana Vimuchana Kosala Sutakumara Bhagavatam Chudita Karana Kaumara Keli Gopya in the Kaushikas Bharana Dhara Dhurya Bhavya Divyastra Punda Mandita Pranada Jana Vimada Vimata Vidurlalita Durlalita Tantana Vishaka Vidhana Vigata Visharu Shararu Tataka Tatakeya Jatakirana Sakala Dara Jata Matapati Makuta Tatanatana Patu Vidura Sarita Utagala Madhu Galana Chalalita Pada Nami Nanaja Upa Pradita Mugal Jana Jatan Upa Pala Tambu Ruchira Parama Murivara Yuhati Nuta Kushika Suta Katita Vivinda Nama Vinda Katan Maitila Nagara Slochana Lochana Lochana Cham Chakora Chandran Kanda Parashuko Thanda Prakanda Kanda Sutta Bujadanda Chanda Dakara Kirana Mandala Bhotila Pundarika Mala Ruchilunta Lochana Punjita Janaka Hridaya Sankana Sankantakan Parikata Nikila Marapati Varana Janaka Dukrita Kuchatasan Vihalana Samuchita Karatana Sata Kodi Shata Guna Katina Parasudara Murivara Karan Tritam Dulamanamutama Nijam Dhamu Kṛṣṇa Parikshita Parameshkya Kandu Bhara Shikari Kandu Vruthunmuka Jagadantuda Jita Hari Danti Danta Dantura Rasavadana Dhamman Kushalam Dasha Shatu Kucha Vuhar Partikulam Rudina Jalam Bharita Putubhavi Tataka Tataka Tarpita Pitrika Vrutupati Sudati Vihati Karan Nata Palidishu Paribhara, which is mainly Dwaraka. Like this, there is Ayodhya Kand. What are the other Kands? Ayodhya Kand, Aranya Kand, Kishkinda Kand, Suddara Kand. So anybody who reads such slokas, this is our Acharyas. These are the Vaishnava Acharyas. Look at the way they have formed the statements. Look at the way they have formed the words. If we are able to even say part of it, our life is successful. So we can learn one shloka Ramayana. We can also learn shlokas like this, which expands the horizon of Ramayana. We will stop Ramayana here because I am very sure in the future we will do a Ramayana Katha also. So we will do, at that time, we will do full justice to Ramayana. So Parikshit Maharaj was extremely happy hearing about the Surya Kula, and who is none other than Lord Ramachandra. And then he said, I want to learn more. I want to hear more. Now you are coming closer. Can you tell about Krishna? So Sukdev Goswami said, 2 shlokas I will tell about Krishna Leela. Because now we are following the principles of Ekashloki Ramayana. 2 shlokas. He said, you know these shlokas very well, Parikshit, because he is your mama, जो आपके दादा के मामा हैं. He is that personality. You know him very well. So I don't need to speak about him. What are you speaking? He said, you know him very well. He is the supreme personality of God and Sri Krishna. He appeared as the son of Vasudeva. He left his father's home. He went to Vrindavan and he killed many demons. And afterward he came, he reigned in Mathura. He came in Dwarka. And after coming to Dwarka, he married many wives. And he got many hundreds of sons, performed sacrifices, and he went back home, back to Lord. He said all that in the 9th canto, 24th chapter, the second last verse of 9th canto. Jato mata pitrin grihar vajram editato hatva ripun sudha sarani kudotdara utpadyateshu purusham kratubis samije atmanam atmaniyamam pratyayam janeshu. He said this verse. Parikshit Maharaj was just sitting and listening. In the second verse, he said, you know, he did something more. He also created misunderstanding between Kauravas and Pandavas. And he killed a lot of kings who were like Asuras. And in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he gave the Gita to Arjuna. And he instructed Uddhava about transcendental life. And then he went back to his abode in original form. Parikshit Maharaj said, this is cheating. Just because you said 1 shloka Ramayana does not mean you finish Krishna's Leela in 2 shlokas. Give me more. He said the whole purpose of life is to hear Uttama Shloka Vartaya, is to hear about the Uttama Shloka, one who is supposed to be glorified. Sukdev Goswami said, I was trying to test you, whether you want to hear more or not. He said, whole Bhāgavatam is to hear about Krishna. And with all difficulties, Anupama Mataji has put the whole diagram. And we are not going to read, we are not going to listen, this will not happen. So we have exactly 15 minutes. We will race towards Sri Krishna's appearance today. So Krishna will appear today. Open your heart, open your ears. We have traversed through, like in a bullet speed. We have finished Samudra Mantha, we have finished Ambarish Katha, we have finished Gajendra prayers, we have finished Ram's full Ramayana. Now we are entering the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So please hear attentively the last 15 minutes of today's Katha, where appearance of Lord Krishna is going to be spoken. We will follow the same format like we followed for Chitraketu and Vrittasura. We will speak in 6 chapters. We will quickly try to cover up to the topic of how Krishna appeared. Long time ago, when the earth was completely burdened by asuras in the Dwapara Yuga. See, in the Satya Yuga, the asuras and the demigods are in different planets. Example, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and Earth. They come from different planets and then they attack. So demigods and demons are in different planets. But when it comes to Treta Yuga, they come in different countries. We just saw Lanka, Ayodhya. But when they come to Dwapar Yuga, they come in same family. Pandava, Kaurava. Guruji, Kaliyug mein kahan hai? Apne hi andar hai. Apne andar, they are inside us only. We have the good and the bad. प्रभु जी अब पता चलेगा हम असुर हैं जब आप ही सोचते हो कि इस प्रवृत्ति को आगे निकालना. So in this way, in Dwapara Yuga, they were in different families, but these kings were asuras. Right? It is mentioned, Kalanemi came as Kamsa. There was Duryodhana, who was a different asura. Dambalochana came as Karna. So these asuras started taking different lives and they came as asura kings. And Mother Earth said, I cannot handle these guys. I need support. I need help. जो भूमि देवी हैं वो सारे भक्तों का संरक्षण कर सकती हैं, मगर असुर लोग अगर इस धरती पर भारी हो गए तो she cannot manage. So she took the form of a cow and went to Brahma. And he says that please help me. But before that, Shukdev Goswami says that telling stories about Krishna, pastimes about Krishna is beneficial for everybody. Like today we have 2 Kṛṣṇas who have sponsored for today's Bhagavad Katha. So Shukdev Goswami says a special blessing comes to those who organize Kathas, and 3 people get benefited. The person who is speaking, the person who is an organizer, and the person who is listening. जो सुन रहे हैं, जो बोल रहे हैं, और जो इसके करता है, सबको इसका बेनिफिट मिलता है. ये कौन कह रहे हैं? सुखदेव गोस्वामी कह रहे हैं. तो प्रभु जी, अगर इन सारी चीजों के बाद कृष्ण के बारे में बात करना था, तो पहले दिन से हम कृष्ण की बात क्यों नहीं कर रहे? Why are we not talking about Krishna directly? Shukdev Goswami gives the answer. Shukdev Goswami says that we are not talking about Krishna directly because first, to listen about Kṛṣṇa-kathā, you need a sufficient amount of pious activities performed previously. अगर आप सब लोग यहाँ पर बैठकर कृष्ण कथा सुन रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब इतने पुण्य काम आपके परिजनों ने, सभी लोगों ने मिलकर किया है कि आपको यह सौभाग्य मिल रहा है कि आज आप बैठकर कृष्ण कथा सुन रहे हैं. You are fortunate enough to sit and listen to this Krishna katha. Second, he said, we have to understand, before understand Krishna is the source of all incarnation, you have to understand that Gajendra, that Hari is not different from Krishna. You have to understand that Prithu was not different from Krishna. That devotee known as Lord known as Lord Ramchandra is not different from Krishna. That Narayan who gave darshan to Dhruva is not different from Krishna. So when you understand each of the incarnation in its complete, then you get the maturity to enter into the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, which gives you the maturity that he is the cause of all causes, or the 10th topic of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, which is Ashrayana. He is the final shelter. So this Mother Earth, she went as a cow and told to Brahman that please rescue me. Brahma said, this is beyond my capability, so let us go to Narayan. So Brahma took all the demigods and went to Vaikuntha. And they didn't see the Lord. Brahma said in his mind the prayers which are called as Purusha Sukta. And when these prayers were told, Narayan gave the secret message of how to solve this problem in Brahma's heart. And Brahma did not tell the secret to anyone. He only told the most important parts. He told all the demigods, take birth in the Moon dynasty, Yadu dynasty, and start taking your birth because the Lord is going to appear very soon. And he is going to take care of the burden of Mother Earth. Because Earth went and prayed, and he is going to come as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And all the demigods, they take birth. Dharma became Yudhishthir, Vayu became Bhim, Indra became Arjun, Ashwini Kumaras became Nakul, Sahadev, Indrani became Draupadi, Indra became Arjun, Kashyapa became Vasudev. In this way, all of them took birth. And then, after they took birth, Sukdev Goswami narrates about a marriage procession which is happening. The marriage is happening between Anak Dundubi. Who is Anak Dundubi? Vasudev. When he was born, this Anak Dundubi, you see these trumpets which go like this, those are called as Anak Dundubi. जब वसुदेव पैदा हुए तो आसमान से ये trumpets play होने लगे, तो इसलिए उनका नाम था अनक दुंदुबी. But in school register, he is also called as Vasudev. So Vasudev and Devaki were getting married, and they were going on the chariot. Everybody was taking one plate. Some Matajis were taking selfies. They were going in their own way, and the chariot was going. On both the sides, there were sweets, there were garlands, there was this thing. Bharat चल रहा था, बारात के रूप में ये चल रहा था, और उस रथ पर कौन सवार थे? वसुदेव और देव. At that time, a man called out, wait! How can this chariot be driven by this charioteer? She is my cousin sister. Who is this personality? Kamsa. And this Kamsa said, she is my cousin sister. And I will drive the chariot because he is the father, he is the son of Ugrasen. And Devaki is the son of Devat. And so they are cousin, brother and sister. So he said, I will drive this chariot for my cousin sister. And he got out. He told the charioteer to go away. He himself was driving the chariot. थोड़ी दूर आगे गए तो ऊपर अशरीर वाणी हुआ, आकाशवाणी, अशरीर वाणी, यानी कि जिसका कोई शरीर नहीं है, सिर्फ आवाज सुनाई दिया. कहा कि हे फूल, हे मूर्ख. किसी ने मुड़ के नहीं देखा. खमसा looked up. He knew who is the fool. He said, hey मूर्ख, इधर देख. He started looking. Where? Nobody else saw. Only he was seeing. He said, जिसका रथ तुम चला रहे हो, whose ratha you are actually driving, that your cousin sister's 8th child will be the reason of your death. As soon as he heard this, he took up the sword. He wanted to cut. He said, na rahegi bhas, na bajegi basuri. So he said, I am going to kill. 2 minutes back, he was saying, my sister. And 2 minutes later, he was saying, kill my sister. And who is going to kill? Him is going to kill. He took the sword. He pulled the hair of Devaki and he was about to cut her head. One hand came and stopped him. Whose hand was it? Vasudev's hand. Vasudev said, why are you cutting it? Let her go. Time is ultimate. He said, no. When I know there is a danger going to come to me, why should I not cut? Vasudev gave 4 points of logic. He was thinking in his mind. He said, 8th son, no? 8th son, I will give it to you. You kill him. He said, no, who will wait for 8th son? I will kill her right now. He said, no, okay, all the sons, when they are born, I will give it to you. You take whatever decision you want. Some people capture that part and say, this is bad parenting. How can Vasudeva give all the 7 sons? And how can he promise like that? Let us think what Vasudeva was thinking. Vasudeva was saying that हमें पता नहीं आगे बच्चे होंगे कि नहीं होंगे, विधि का विधान होगा तो बच्चे होंगे, अगर नहीं होगा तो समस्या टल जाएगा, देवकी तो बच जाएगी। दूसरा, ऐसा हो भी सकता है कि पहले बच्चे के पहले, बिफोर द फर्स्ट सन, Kamsa can get killed. Nobody is giving guarantee that we will live for a long time, correct? So he said, if before the first son, if Kamsa gets killed, it's okay. But Devaki will be saved now. Third, he said, even if Kamsa kills that child, even if the Kamsa kills that child, that is his karma. But now Devaki will be saved. And the fourth, he thought, even if it is true, then the boy will come and kill Kamsa. That way Devaki said, he wanted to save Devaki. Look at his expert logic. He said, all the 7 sons I am ready to give. Kamsa thought, good. I don't have anything against this girl. I have everything against the 8th son. He said, okay, sit down. He started driving the chariot. ऐसा पागल आदमी, 1 सेकंड बोलता है कि मैं चलाऊंगा, 1 सेकंड बोलता है कि मैं काट गिराऊंगा, तीसरी समय बोलता है मैं चलाऊंगा. And in the due course of time, Vasudeva was staying in his house and Devaki was staying in her house, both of them together, and they got the first child who is known as, we don't know the brothers' names of Krishna. Who is brother of Krishna? We know Balaram, but what about the other sons? Madhumangal. No, we have not reached them. So the first son's name was Kīrtiman. So when Kīrtiman was born, he took Kīrtiman and went to Kamsa and said, please take the child. Kamsa was like, कैसे पिता है? Perfect. जैसे अपने उन्होंने प्रतिज्ञा की थी, उसी प्रकार he is coming with the first son. He said, I don't want this son. Which son? 8th son. Where will cause a problem? Take him away. Vasudeva was very happy. At that time, Narada came. Narada came, hey fool! Again he looked up. The second time, who is calling me fool? And Narada said, what foolery are you doing? He said, what happened? He said, you know, these devatas, they are very tricky. They are very, very expert in tricking you. He said, what do you mean? बोला 8वां पुत्र ना, कहां से गिनती आपको पता है क्या? पहले 1 से गिनेंगे तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8वां पुत्र 8वां हुआ. पीछे से गिनेंगे तो पहला वाला 8वां हुआ, दूसरे से गिनेंगे तो 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 8 1 first. So which one? How do you know? How are the devas counting the 8th son? Do you know? वो तो मैनुअल में बताया नहीं, अश्विनी वाणी ने बोला नहीं वो तो बोलता इसलिए तो बेवकूफ बोल रहा हूं, मारो सबको. और 8वां पुत्र तुम्हें मारेगा ही. And now that all these demigods have taken birth, you know, they have all taken birth, and this Narayan is going to come. अभी हम सोचेंगे नारद मुनि ने तो भांडा फोड़ दिया. Narad Muni has revealed the entire secret to Kamsa, but he knows Kamsa is a fool. So he said, "Acha, aisa hai." So he went to Vasudeva, took the 2 legs of the baby, and he hit it on the stone and killed Kīrtiman. After 1 year, Sushena came. He killed Sushena also. After 1 year, Udayin came. Udayin was also killed. Bhadrasen, Rijudas, Bhadradeha. Kamsa kills all of them. All this Shukdev Goswami is telling. We generally don't know the names, we should know. Later Amitabh Bachchan will ask, then you will be phoning your friend. So better know this right away. And then, when the 7th child was about to be born, Rohinyastanaya prokto Rama Sankarshanastvaya Devakya Garba Sambandho Kuto Deham Dharam Vina. Shukdev Goswami says, he says that Rohinya Tanaya Prokto, Rama Sankarshanastvaya, he was attracted from the womb of Devaki into the womb of Rohini, who was there in Vrindavan. So this akarshan, this transfer happened. So what happened to Devaki? She said, I had a miscarriage. So now Kamsa was even thinking, no, isko 7वां gine, na gine. Isko 8वां gine, na gine. कैसे समझे इसको सातवां है कि छठवां है, सिक्स्थ है कि सेवेंथ है? He did not know what to do. So at that time, Balram already appeared in Gokul, there for Rohini. And the eighth child was coming in the Garbha of Devaki. She was very effulgent. She was very beautiful. She knew her entire womb was glowing. And she knew Narayan is in there. This was seen by Kamsa also. Kamsa immediately came with the sword and said, I'm going to cut her right now. She said, why? Let the son be born. But Kamsa himself thought killing a pregnant lady is not right, and that to my sister, I will get into a lot of complications. She said, as soon as he told the Dwarpalakas, as soon as the baby is delivered, let me know. He said, okay. At that time, at that night, he had imprisoned both of them in the prison. If you want to see how, you should see the first diorama which is kept there. The prison is there. They both are inside. And the bediyan bandi hui hai unpe, all the chains are stuck to them. They are not able to move. She is in labor pain. At that time, a beautiful boy appeared. Tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankagadi udhyadudam Nilayam Śrīvatsalakṣmam galashomi kaustubha Pītāmbaram Chandrapayoda Shobhana Maharavaidurya Kirita Kundala Ushaparishwakta Sahasramuttalam Buddhamaganchi Ankara Kanakharubhe Irochamana Vasudeva Aikshata Tam Adbhutam Balakam Ambujekshanam. Just 5 more minutes. Krishna has appeared. Tam Adbhutam Balakam. He was Adbhuta. He was absolutely brilliant. Why? Ambujekshanam. He was having lotus eyes. He was having beautiful lotus eyes. Chaturbhujam. He was having 4 hands. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. He appeared as a 4-handed form. Śrīvatsa Lakshman. He had Śrīvatsa. He had Mother Lakshmi. Devaki was super happy. I don't need to find a future Bahu. Right on the first day itself, he has come with a Bahu. And along with that, even when Bahu comes, no, parents have more tension. Bacche ka bhoge. He came with the Bacha also because the umbilical cord and Brahma was also there. So he said, grandson guaranteed. Bahu guaranteed. Don't need to see anywhere. Here itself, he appeared. Śrīvatsa Lakshmam Galashopi Kaustubam. He had a Kaustuba money on his chest. Indradila money on his chest. Very beautiful to look at. Which baby comes out of mother's womb with 24 karat gold? Please tell me. He had beautiful Kaustuba jewels on top of him. Pitambaram, wearing a white dhoti. We all come naked. He came with a very nice white dhoti. You can see in the picture. Yellow dhoti. Sorry, I said white, right? Yellow dhoti. We come. Completely naked, but he came with yellow Pitambar dhoti. Vaidurya Kirita Kundala. He had a beautiful crown. He had kundalas. And he came in such a beautiful way. Everything. He had a belt, brilliant belt. He had armlets, bangles, other ornaments, and everything appeared very wonderful. Krishna had appeared. Bolo Krishna Kanhaiya Lal. So when Krishna appears, everybody became happy. Everybody was super duper happy. All the living entities were happy. All the people in Andhra Pradesh were happy. Annamacharya sings a very beautiful Kīrtan.
ఆరచేతి మాణిక్యము పంతమాని కామసూరి పతితము అంతమిత కౌలే కనక అక్షతే మాణిక్యము కనకమారే పంసూరి పాలిరాజ కంతులమూరు గరుడ పక్ష చింతన చిన్ని కృష్ణ
What about the other states? What about Guruvayur in Kerala? ഒരു നേരമെങ്കിലും കാണാതെ വയ്യൻ ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ ഒരു മാത്രമേ ഗീതം കേൾക്കാതെ വയ്യൻ മുരളി പൊഴിക്കും മുരളി പൊഴിക്കുന്ന Rosie, why would be Kerala? What about Maharashtra? Marathi माणूस आहे का इकडे? है ना, एक इकडे आहे तिकडे आहे. मराठीमध्ये पंढरपूर विठ्ठल. This was a very beautiful song which was sung from Pandharpur. वेडा वेडा ओ पंढरी वेडा वेडा वे पंढरी वेडा 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 वे पंढरी मोर चला भीमांतरी मोर चला भीमांतरी चला चला संत जना चला चला संत जना चला 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 संत जना चला 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 संत जना परदेवासी भांडना लूटा 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 मने चला चला मने चला चला आप निशान विधाता का आप निशान विधाता लुटा लुटा तरफ बेटा लुटा कुमाई चावड़ा लुटा लुटा Maharashtra people started smiling so nicely. They started singing. See, every language is beautiful because every language you are singing about Krishna. But why do we leave our Rajasthan? So Gujarat and Rajasthan, both these people they sing this beautiful song. Choti choti galiyan chota sa आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे बीच में छोटा सा कारी कारी गैया गोरे गोरे श्याम कारी कारी गैया गोरे गोरे श्याम छोटे छोटे रंगों की छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजाए छोटे छोटे रंगों के छोटे छोटे हाथ छोटे 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 सखिया God se rachare God se rachare Oh Kṛṣṇa continue. But in the end, Vasudeva had to carry Kṛṣṇa to Gokul, and how he put them in the cradle, how Kṛṣṇa slept. All this we will see starting tomorrow. What is going to come tomorrow? You have to see the diorama, and that is the best presentation slides that Mataji and Prabhuji, please give a good round of applause. That is going to come up next time today. Kṛṣṇa has appeared. We are going to take him in our heart. We are going to put him in the cradle of our heart. And we are going to make him sleep today, because tomorrow Nanda here Ananda Vayo Jai Kamaya. All of you might come, but today first we have to put him to sleep. So with this song we will try to learn. This is in Tamil. Why to leave the Tamil behind? How many Tamilians in the house? There were so many. And they will be like, Prabhuji, Nambala Patti Sollave like. Katti Vairamidai Katti. I will sing for the interest of time. Okay? So this is putting the Lord to sleep. How Yashoda puts the Lord to sleep. Manikyam Gatti Vairamidai Gatti Ari Ponnal Seidavanna Sirutottil Peri Unakke Vidudanda Manik Puralane Tale No Vayam Malanda Tale No Tale No. In this way, she's slowly rocking the cradle. So finally, the Karnataka music, which has given us Yadava Kṛṣṇa Hari Gopala Ambujalo Chana Kambusubhagri Ambujalo Chana Kambusubhagri Chandra Champera Sagra Ratna Sumau Tika Champera Sagra Ratna Sumau Tika So this way, Krishna has been put to sleep in Gokul. Tomorrow, when we meet again, let us see what all things he is going to do. For that, please come right at 7 o'clock. Thank you very, very much. Saptāh. I hope as I said, 15 minutes extra because of the stamping trouble. Thank you very, very much. In the interest of time, if there are questions, should we take questions? Or one question? One question. Yes.
You were talking about Ambrish Maharaj, and you said that the chakra, it stopped because Ambrish Maharaj wanted it to, and because he didn't want to kill the Vasamani. But why did the chakra start? Did it start because on its own? Did it start because of Kṛṣṇa, or did it start because of Ambrish Maharaj?
So Sudarshan Chakra was given to Ambrish Maharaj by the Lord himself for his protection. And when he saw that the master is, of course, the Lord is the master, but the Sudarshan Chakra was ordered to protect his devotee. And when he saw that the demon was walking towards Ambrish Maharaj to kill him, so to protect, it started. And started to go towards the demon. And later, when it was harming another devotee, because a devotee understands another devotee. So Durvasa's mistake he understood. He said, no, please stop. Like, for example, there is a convoy of the Prime Minister. There are security guards around him. They will stop everyone. Suppose the Prime Minister says, no, let it in. Will they stop? Will they stop? No. So the Prime Minister says, we know this boy. Let him in. Will the security guard stop? No, he will let it in. Because you know the person. So similarly, when the Durvasa Muni fell flat and paid dandavats and asked for forgiveness, then he glorified Sudarshan and said, please back off. It's okay. Let it be. I have not taken any offense. Okay? Very patient. Thank you. Only one question. Okay. Yes. Exception. It's 1.5. Yes. Yes.
Gajendra, why did the fight was 100 years, right? 1,000 years. So why did Lord Hari came first?
Very good question. He did not come only. He could have just dislodged one teeth of crocodile and he could have just got out, right? Yes, this is also possible, right? Right? The Lord wanted Gajendra to realize that he is completely addicted in material life. No. So he wanted Gajendra to understand that from a Grihamedi position, he has to become a proper Grihastha. So this is also an instruction to us that we should let go of our attachments and we should pray to the Lord. And he was fighting with his strength, his physical strength, his mental strength, his sensual strength, thinking that I will escape. But Kṛṣṇa wanted to show it's beyond us. We need special intervention. And that is why he came into Buddha. Okay? Thank you very much. Today's Kṛṣṇas, we like to thank them very, very much. We have two Kṛṣṇas today. Kṛṣṇa family, three. The Kṛṣṇa family, the Nilayam family, and the Prasadam family, and Kṛṣṇa family. Four. Can I request the Kṛṣṇa families come here so that we do Vaishnava announce? There are a few mistakes from Hari. We were doing so many things. Darla was there ready for you, but he forgot of the camera. It's there with Radha Krishna.
Give it to the Kṛṣṇas.
Yeah.
They are the real reasons.
So we'll do Vaishnava Pranam for today's Katha.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. And it's of all Vaishnava's blessings for all of you to progress in bhakti and participate in satsang. So that's what we are. We support each other. We also pray for them and Holiness Devotee Maharaj, Amrish Prabhu, and Prabhu's Guru Maharaj as well. Holiness Guru Maharaj.
He has sent some books if anybody wants to take.
And for all of us, any issue, health, education, wealth, anything, just let here. So we, any prayers, Martin? What's his name? Narayan Prabhu. So he has a situation, come out of that situation. He has prayed 3 times. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.